Hi, hey, hey!
Hi guys! Woohoo! It's Monday. Welcome you
Monday,
guys.
Monday.
Woohoo!
Good to see Annie Ann and Paul both back.
I know, right? It wasn't the same without. It was both of y'all gone last week. Oh my goodness!
I think Paul was just scared he was gonna get in too much trouble.
And then Paul, it was wonderful. It's okay. I wasn't here last week either. No, Paul had a really crazy experience. Your phone was ringing.
That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, Paul had a pretty crazy experience, but we're glad he's back and
Yes.
feeling better, and hopefully ornery as all get out.
Oh, we know he's ornery.
Fallen Arkansas veterans, welcome. Lila Newton, hey.
Welcome.
Annie Ann, we missed you so much.
Juanita Foster's in the
Juanita
house.
Foster, welcome. Brenda Baker, I would rent a car. You might try Uber. I read that a while ago, but I don't know. It kind of Uber's they spike prices or spike times and things like that you have to worry about. But I don't know of any taxi services.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lori Carp, welcome.
Lori Clark is in the house.
Yes. So man, it's been a heck of a week.
Oh, I tell you, been crazy.
We got done with Patch House. Woohoo! We're so glad. Well, we did. Somebody bought it, so we didn't have to get done, but we're done with our part. Leanne Gerard, welcome. Leanne Gerard's in the house.
Crazy Homestead's in the
Welcome.
house.
I'm here working but listening. All right. Paul was poisoned with a bottle of Pepsi Max from a local store. It took 5 days to clear my system. Yes, so Paul got a spiked Pepsi Max with disinfectant. That's just crazy scary to me. Oh my gosh. And then Rusty bought me a bottle of pop the other day, and I said, I don't want to thank you. You're gonna be fine. Let's see. Uber is hit and miss. If someone doesn't take the trip, you're stuck. That's true, Christine. OMG, yes, that's just crazy to hear, Paul, that I mean, man, are you going to sue him? I mean, what's the next steps?
So there's got to be somebody pay for your pain.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
And doctor and hospital or whatever you had to do.
Come on, came in already popping tents. Come on, homesteading.
Come on.
Okay, and we'll do things. Let's see. Lila, Rusty could drive you around in the creeper van. You know.
Hang on, because all I just got to sit on back there is a 5-gallon bucket.
Rent a car may be cheaper. I heard someone cooked me a roast or something. Matt Payne,
welcome.
I was being nice, Matt, just to let you know. Corey and Cynthia Davis, this Monday Night Live we always look forward to. Cheers to kicking. Yes. Welcome. Sorry I missed you guys last week. That's okay. Come on. You're here this week.
You're here now. That's all that matters.
Full-time Dream is in the house. Empty Homestead's in the house. We're just finishing up fixing dinner, so we're going to go eat and listen while we do. Awesome. What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
We're hungry.
Michael Elmer's in the house.
Hey, RBA. Big Mike from MT Homestead. Thank you. Annie Ann, which hotel are we not supposed to stay at in Pryor?
You're not supposed to stay at the Days Inn. The Days Inn is not recommended. From what I hear, there's a lot of traffic that goes through there that's undesirable.
Paul says, no doctor bill for me. Good thing, Paul.
Good deal, Paul.
Come on says, so when do I start? Christine Wisenhunt says, that's terrifying. Like, did it come from Pepsi that way, or did someone do it at the store? Crazy. Yeah, that was my question too, Christine. Lila Newton says, Annie Ann says, Lila Newton, we may be able to work something out. Hi, Matt. Sup? Brenda Baker's in the house.
Brenda Baker.
Evelyn Newman says, hi, Matt. Sup, Annie Ann, Lila, Brenda. Okay, Ann, come on. Can you start Tuesday? Empanadas and Spanish rice. Ooh. We'll be right over. That sounds good.
It'll take us about 2 hours to get there, but
It's crazy.
Keeps the plate warm.
Homestead says they were slacking. That's why they didn't make it last week. I'm like, on my way. And the Payne family, hey, Matt and family, Lila says, hi, David.
Davis.
Yeah,
What's up,
cheers to
Andy?
you. MT, I'm jealous. Me too. I want some of that. Is there like margaritas with it? Or, yeah.
Come on down. We do need to get together with you guys one of these days. Do a collab on something.
You're the next contestant on My Price is Right. That's a scary thought.
Hey, your price is right. I know we're gonna get some money.
Hey, we were at Hard Rock Casino the other night just for a little while. We had went to go meet some friends to celebrate a birthday, but then my daughter called. She was having issues, and so we ended up not staying. But we were in there, and they were doing Let's Make a Deal, and that was kind of cool to watch. And then at one of the bars, the singers, like the entertainers, yeah, they were. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Hard Rock, any of you, but there was a bar, and then they were on top of the bar behind glass. It's so cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. Heather Hopper's in the photo.
Heather Hopper's here.
And Ann says,
Heather Hopper.
I'm still so behind on getting stuff done. I was almost late for tonight's live. Oh no, Randy.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Christine says, ooh, margaritas. Come on home says, I was interviewing a new sandwich maker last week. I felt loud, not slacking. Come on. You missed what I said. Come on. You missed what yeah, David, I had a message. I mean, I had commented and you missed it. You have to bring the tequila, but I have some Dos Equis.
No.
Ooh, Dos Equis. Bar top dancers. Yes.
They weren't like on the bar you drink on. It's like they were back behind the bar and up on the second floor.
Like where the all the drinks,
the booze.
like all the booze. Yeah. Come on, not many know how to make sandwiches these days. Okay, you guys, this is what I said.
I was waiting.
You need to stop. I'm not going to say it's not nice. It's not nice. It's not nice. I'm not being I'm not being, what is that called? I'm trying to be inclusive. I'm going to be inclusive. I'm just not going to say it. Not going to say it. The burrito makers are a little bit better. I'm just saying that, but that's all I'm going to say. Paul says, no idea, but the doctor said I was lucky. I tasted it when I gulped the first mouthful. I poured the rest down the toilet. It smelled worse than when I used bleach to clean with. That is so crazy. You know what? I had a client one time when I was a personal banker, and he was money, but he told me about he was from Kentucky, and he was telling me about the moonshine business back in his day. And he said that if they use too much lye in the moonshine, that I didn't know you use lye in the moonshine, but he said it could kill you. And he said one day he took a gulp and he got it in his mouth and he spit it out and it like blistered and he was bleeding. He said, the doctor said if he would have drank it, it would have burned his esophagus. He would have died. So that's just crazy. And I have a fear of that anyway. I'm kind of weird, about the tea, like the tea urns. I don't know if you guys remember a while back that somebody had put cleaner in the tea urns, and this one lady, it burned her esophagus and stuff. So I don't like to buy tea at, like go to Sonic and get sweet tea. I'm terrified. I'm just terrified.
So we get our tea down. We put a little bit in our mouth and just make sure that it's not burning, because it's too crazy out there.
Paul says, so who has the tents and who has the roosters? Well, Paul, if nobody ever had this conversation with you when you were little, you see what happens is.
See, what happened was
girls are not built the same way as boys. We'll have a private conversation later. We'll just fill you in, Paul. OMG, so scary. Glad you're okay. Yes, yeah, that's just crazy. I would have saved it and used the company and sued the company. Yes, that's it. Brenda says scary. Ed's Crazy Homestead says, Rusty and Rachel, you guys need to enter my giveaway so you can have a free bee kit. But we don't have bees, Ed, and we're scared to get stung.
I don't like bees.
But we do want honey. Hey, if you got honey, we're in.
Bees and snakes, I'm out.
But yes, Ed's Crazy Homestead does have a giveaway going on right now. So you
Yes,
guys need to.
500 subs, you guys.
Woo!
You hit that
We hit
500
that,
mark
yes.
the night before last.
It was, yeah, this week, so, well, weekend. So yeah,
Saturday night.
OMG, that's scary. Me too, AA, oh, Annie Ann. I'm like, who's it, AA? I thought it was anonymous. Come on, Homesteading says, 28 watching, 10 thumbs up. Come on, guys, let's do better. Come on, thank you so much,
David. Yes.
Christine says, Rachel, what's on your shirt? Well, it says, grab your balls.
Balls,
It's canning season.
season.
It's a little early. I'm wearing a little early, but I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm one of those people that smells everything before I put it in my mouth. Well, that worked, Annie Ann, before COVID, and now it's just kind of crazy. But
I have to test my sniffer every morning if I can smell my coffee or not. There's still days I can smell it and days that I don't.
These days, you never know, Paul. Yeah, it's crazy. Now I'm dying to hear Rachel explain the birds and the bees to Paul. You want me to do it in Spanish? Lila says, I think it's normal, Anne. Oh my gosh. Well, future, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys crack us up.
I'm gonna say it before David does, but bacon!
Bacon!
Oh my goodness, it's been crazy busy, you guys. We finished up, got done with Patch House, what we had to do. Got a couple days off, and we are starting a new one tomorrow.
Yes, we were planning on going down to see my sister close to Corpus this week, but Greg put a kibosh on that when he said he's got something else ready for us to go now. So we're going to get started on that, and then we're going to go hopefully next week to go see my sister. Paul says, laugh out loud, Auntie Rachel trying to explain the birds and the bees to me, waste of time, laugh out loud. No one mentioned what I'm allowed to do with my time. What? I was told that story last.
Lone Star Pioneering's in the house. How are you?
Oh, Lone Star Pioneering, welcome. Lone Star's new to us. We are new to him. He was awesome, and we were watching Ed's Crazy Homestead this weekend, and Lone Star the one that came in and rated?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Lone Star was on.
That live. He came up on the live with me.
So that was pretty awesome. Paul, and he hands giving that one, Paul.
Go there, Paul.
Well, hey, I let it slide when Annie Ann said something about smelling things before she puts them in the mouth. But I mean,
we let that slide.
We just let it slide, Annie Ann. Yeah, Paul didn't even hear it. MT Homestead says bacon is awesome unless it's in soda form. Ooh. Just ask Brittany or Mike. You know what? We did the pop challenge with our kids too. Back in December or something. Yeah. Anyway, we had them on live and they were tasting all these things.
Bacon pop was
it was like, it smelled like old grease. It was so bad. Let's see. It's in our, y'all did it too. That's so cool. They did it too. It's in their new video. They tried all kinds of stuff. They tried birthday cake pop and I don't remember a whole bunch of stuff.
I mean, we went into the store and just started picking, what they tried, 10 or 12 different kinds.
Christine says, behave, Paul. Children may be watching. Okay, if children are watching.
This video has been marked not for children.
Because if you guys have been here before, you know it goes south really fast.
Paul says, yes, Annie Ann.
Hello, amiga. Emma from Sunny's Place is here.
Emma's here.
That's crazy. North Shore is who rated you. Yes, but Lone Star was in that live, and that was so awesome. We got to see him. Let's see. Hola, Christine. Brenda Baker says, MT Homestead, you should have saved the mustard soda for Jared. Mustard soda? Cool.
Georgette Holt is in the house.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Hola, Emma. Auntie Ann says, oh, geez, I didn't even think about how that might sound when I tried it. Oh, but Annie Ann, we read it. Paul says, this is the after show party. No kids allowed. Melanie says, hola, city.
Emma says, I wouldn't let my children watch things
Things
get intense.
I don't think he would want it. Oh, the mustard. Oh, yeah. But he'd probably taste it.
Taste it.
Him or Matt.
Yeah, Matt Payne would drink a
Matt
whole bottle
Payne
for
would do
$20.
Matt Payne will do anything.
What was that shirt? We made a T-shirt for a good friend of ours.
No, don't go there. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It's not a good T-shirt. It was terrible. Don't go there. We're being inclusive. Stop it. He just ate a whole bottle of mustard. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Who ate the mustard? Matt did, didn't he? Who was that ate the mustard? Jared. Jared ate the mustard.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. Matt would, yeah, because he was at Paragon Ridge Ranches. Like, how do you do the possessive of that? Paragon Ridge Ranches Live. Thank you.
They started out eating Tabascos. Yeah. And then somebody, somewhere, Chrissy or somebody come up with a can of sardines, and Matt ate the sardines on a bed.
Oh, Fallen Arkansas veteran says MT Homestead did a video on different sodas, and mustard soda was one. Should watch what they drink. Oh, we're gonna have to go watch that.
Go back and
and you guys need to go back and watch the one where we made our kids. We didn't make our kids, but our kids wanted to drink this stuff. Our son and future daughter-in-law. Jared Crocker, and it was Lila's. It was Lila's fault. Imagine that, Lila Newton.
Jared ate it. I made him do.
Emma says, "Me gusta mostaza." She likes mustard, not Mufasa.
You don't like Mufasa? It's kind of rude.
No, she likes Simba. And listen to the bird laughing. He's laughing. I know that's why I don't think he would do it. Yes, Jared, eat it. I paid him to. Lila, that was awesome. Emma said,
I scared of Lila.
Awesome. I'll go back and watch yours. Love those videos like that. Yes, that is so cool. We need to go watch yours too, MT Homestead. We're so behind on videos. We did get all the comments answered today. Whew.
Yes.
Yeah, we were so behind. Let's see. Paul says, no wonder that poor kid is scared of Lila.
Right? Laura Schindler says, still stuck in rehab.
Oh man, Laura, I am so sorry. That's just crummy.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get out of there soon. Hopefully start working better for you and get out of there.
Yes. Paul just got out of rehab. He had a disinfectant.
Disinfectant cocktail.
That's terrible. That's not funny. It's not funny, Paul. I'm so sorry. That is awful and it's scary. It just scares me to death.
That was God telling him, well, wash your mouth out.
Oh, you got your mouth washed out with soap from God himself. It's not funny, you guys.
It's not funny, but Frank thinks it's funny.
Frank's just cracking up over there. I'm so behind on videos. I didn't even log on to YouTube for a full week. I bet that felt amazing.
That had to be liberating.
Yes.
As many different lives as you're modeling and trying to watch and keep up with everybody.
Paul said, oh, I need to watch the video you just posted, hopefully tonight, to MT Homestead. Jared's really gonna love what I'm bringing him. It's called Italian Heat. Oh, goodness.
Italian Heat, that sounds good.
Well, it could sound good. It could sound threatening, like I'm bringing the Italian Heat. You know.
So, I heard you paint houses.
Oh, that's a good movie. If you guys have not seen The Irishman.
Yeah, if you like the mob movies, anything about Jimmy Hoffa, that's a good
I mean, it's
movie to
old.
watch.
We realize
It came out in
2019.
2019.
So-
Yeah, it's a few years old, but it was a really good movie.
Laura says, thank you so much, guys. Very appreciated. We'll be home Wednesday. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, that's so awesome. Well, we are praying for you for
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
Brenda Baker says, Ann, you have some catching up to do. It's kind of like you got some explaining to do. MT says, no worries.
Morgan's happy place is in the house.
Welcome. Paul says, I can take it as well as dish it, guys. Life is laugh, otherwise you cry. That's right. And we don't cry around here. You know what happens to people that cry around here? No, I'm playing. No, shut your face. Italian, great. Pew pew. Italian heat, yeah. Pew pew. How does Italian heat compare to Latin? Oh, well, you know, Emma.
I don't know about Italian heat, but I found out the heat.
MT Homestead says, I'm behind too. It's been busy around here. How was your trip to Louisiana? So this time of year is really busy for everybody in the homestead community, obviously, because I mean, it's time for gardens and all the animals are having babies and yeah, it's crazy. Italian heat, yes, Christine, I got you, girl. I knew what you meant. Corey and Cynthia Davis says, have you all seen Goodfellas? That's a great one. I'm walking here. Is that the one? Goodfellas. If I watched it, it's been years ago, so I need to watch it again. But if you haven't seen The Irishman,
If you like Goodfellas, you'll really like it.
because it has the same people. It has it has the same people pretty much.
Yeah. De
Niro and Scarface. Mm-hmm.
You know me in names.
Oh, it's all gone. But Pesci, it has Pesci. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Empty Homestead, it was wonderful. We had such a great time. Oh, Ann, that's so awesome. That is so good. I'm so glad to hear that. I got to hold a baby gator. I was gonna say, but that's gonna be, no, I'm playing. Was his little mouth
Pathways Homestead is in the
Hey,
house.
Pathways, whoop, whoop. They were milking pigs today.
Gary the pig milker.
Gary the pig. You milk one.
You milk one pig.
You're so right. Crazy busy times on Homestead right now. That's why we took our vacation when we did before the craziness set in. That was super smart, Emma. That was super. Yes.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Yes, come out in The Irishman. That is a good, and it's on Netflix. So you guys, if you have Netflix. Evelyn Newman says, hi, Pathways.
Annie Ann Paul says, Ann, is that code for something else? Laugh out loud.
What was code?
Holding a gator.
A baby gator. Corinne Cynthia Davis says, we'll have to check it out. The Irishman, no, The Irishman. And it's on Netflix right now. So.
And it's definitely, there's a little bit in there, of course, like any of those gangster movies. There's a spot where it kind of gets slow.
Yeah,
but I'm telling
really
you,
good.
It's an amazing movie.
The only thing is, we watched that movie and then we turned around and watched Free
State of Jones.
Free State of Jones the very next night. So then the third night that we were going to watch a movie, said, let's watch a comedy. Like, there was too much dark.
We had 2 dark movies 2 nights in a row.
Yeah,
It's time for something else.
Yes, his mouth had a band around it, and she said, Annie Ann said, Paul, behave. Ray Liotta was another actor, always in the monster movies. I think he was in Goodfellas, wasn't he? Ray Liotta was in Goodfellas. Ray Liotta's the one that comes out on Hogs, Wild Hogs, as the bad guy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't in this one.
No, but I think he was in Goodfellas. Gary says, hey, Peepaw. He said he told me on the way, I was talking to Cindy on the way home, and he said he's going to start calling me Peepaw.
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 The grandkids don't call me Big Papa. Big
Papa. Italian heat takes about 10 minutes to hit you. It sneaks up on you. What dang. Annie Ann, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Hello, Evelyn and Annie Ann. Emma says, we watched Godfather a few weeks ago. Classic.
Yes, that is a classic.
Ooh, we need to just have like a whole Italian mob movie night.
The problem with watching those mob movies is I
Free
get
State of Jones.
so into it, and I just want to keep watching and devouring.
Yes, and Free State of Jones was a great movie. It was so good, and so was The Irishman.
So intense.
But God, we watched them back to back, and then I was like, oh, I had this dark cloud. I'm like, we need something funny. Let's see, Free State of Jones. I used to watch movies all the time, but now I'm hooked on rereading all of my books again. That's cool, Annie Ann. I love to read. I just don't have time. So I get Audible, and right now I'm listening to, I just listened to Fried Green Tomatoes, and then now I'm listening to like the second one where it follows Stump. So, I mean, it's pretty cool.
I'm listening to The Irishman.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Watch the movie and then
Watch the movie and listening to the book, and there is so, of course, as always, there's so much more in the book, but it tells it backwards in the book, which I think is really kind of cool. So
those movies are intense.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. They were awesome. And then we watched a comedy the next night. I don't even remember what it was, but it was so boring I fell asleep. Yeah, it was a David Spade movie.
It was David Spade and
But
Adam
we
Sandler
needed-
production. We needed something.
That just was mindless.
Yes.
Brenda Baker says, I'm always too busy watching live streams to watch TV, right?
Right.
Our
Family Farm.
is in
Welcome,
the house. Welcome. Annie Ann says, I read for at least an hour before I go to sleep. That's probably a really good thing. You need to kind of de-stress and
Decompress.
yeah, decompress. That's what I was thinking of. Because I mean, being a moderator, holy cow, for so many channels. Drops is in the house. Hey y'all, done
What's
with
up, Drops?
done with his nap. How about that? Whoop, whoop.
Glad you done napping.
He's just jealous he didn't get a nap today.
You're right.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, I don't know what just happened.
We don't need none of that.
None of that. See, I moved it up so then that way that it wouldn't do that, and it does it anyway. Let's see. Emma says, only got to watch movies this weekend because it rained all day Saturday and Matt was out of town. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've just gotten where we watch TV at night.
It's at night. We get everything done. Of course, we're night owls. We don't go to bed till 1 o'clock in the morning normally anyway. So.
And says, Sonny's, Rachel told me to get a hold of you. I need to find out if you can do a shirt for me from a logo I'm supposed to be getting from Wickershire Project. Emma does logos. She actually does the logos. And yeah, for the what is it called? Digital or
Yeah, she does graphic art.
graphic art, yes. Brenda says, me too. Emma says, a nap sounds so good right now, right? The air is just flowing. It feels so good. We've been watching the Chosen series. That sounds good. We were watching, well, that sounds good, and then you think about what we watched. Well, we were watching the Good Girls series, but we're waiting for the next season. Drop says hi to Evelyn. Lila says, James Patterson is my favorite author. I own 65 of his books. Love his style of writing. Yes, Lila. James Patterson is a very prolific author, but he also co-writes with a lot of people. So if you obviously know, when you read a lot of his books, you can pick out the ones that he is actually
All the author,
all the writing to it, and the ones that he's kind of collaborated with, because you know it's just that different style. But yes, I love James Patterson. I do too. Let's see. Chosen is awesome. Anne McCaffrey is mine. Oh, okay. Favorite author, Anne McCaffrey. Emma says, I can do shirts too, all the graphic things, really, at Ed's Crazy Homestead. Feel free to drop me an email. You can find it on my channel About page. Yes, Ed, Emma is amazing. You need to check. Yes, that's awesome. I didn't know you did t-shirts. That is so good to know. So, yes. Lila says, very nice there too, Anne.
Says I read books too, repair manuals, tax manuals,
etc., etc., etc.
I read stuff on my phone.
Ed says, I will get a hold of you and we can talk. I'll email you later, Sunny's Place. Yes. So Ed, Emma is who's at Sunny's Place. So yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Pathway says yes. Episode 2 of season 2 airs tomorrow on YouTube. That's cool. So you're watching a series on YouTube. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, we have to check. We need to check that out.
Okay, so now we got to get down to the nitty gritty. Guess what happened? We got to see our grandson today.
Yes, for the first time.
Yeah, can you?
Well, we're going to show you this 4D picture.
4D ultrasound. So
we're going to see if this can. You guys see that? Hopefully it. He looks just like him's daddy with his nose.
Come down. Oh, never mind.
There we go. There. Can you guys see that? That's baby Noah.
That's our baby. That's just our baby grandson. Let's see. Done with dinner. There were leftovers if you still want some. All right, Auntie Homestead. And Ann says, okay, so who had bacon for dinner tonight? We haven't even had dinner yet.
We haven't had dinner. We haven't considered dinner.
If I want, I'll watch Hallmark so I can fall asleep. Drop says. Let's see. Where did he say that? Let's see. If I want to watch a show, I'll watch Hallmark so I can fall asleep.
Yeah.
A lot of sense. Lila Newton says, woohoo, congratulations. Paul in Arkansas says, that's great, you guys. Fowler says, I'll be watching it on the Chosen. And Ann says, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Emma says, we're having pizza tonight. Nothing fancy. Ooh, pizza sounds good. Pizza sounds good.
Are you making the pizza or is it DiGiorno?
Or takeout. Anthony says,
takeout,
awesome. Awesome. Grandkids are the best. Congratulations. My jicama never came up. Oh no. Evelyn says, oh, and Emma says, oh, too cute. And Brenda says, do y'all have a new project yet? Yes, we start tomorrow on a new project.
Yes, this one's not supposed to take a whole lot as far as we know. Interior and exterior paint.
Words.
Maybe some flooring, we don't know for sure, but.
Morgan's Happy Place says, that is so precious. Pathway says, oh, so cute. Drops, oh no, that stinks. Fowler Family Farm says, I got to see my grandbaby for the first time in a year and a half this past week.
That's
oh,
awesome.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Cute, congratulations. Paul says, I missed dinner tonight. Oh no, Paul. Drop says, I made homemade calzones, a bacon chicken with Alfredo sauce.
Ooh,
That sounds so good. Pathway says, we are eating barbecue chicken nachos. We had kind of that yesterday. We had Fritos with barbecue brisket and cheese. That was good. Corey and Cynthia Davis says, wow, on the detail of ultrasounds now. I know, right? It's crazy.
The best part of it, we're sitting in there, and of course, Cody and Gracie are there, and Gracie's mom and dad were there. And they first brought the picture up, and I'm sitting there, and I look over at Cody, and he's just like I am. He had that tear in his eye, just so happy.
And then Noah pouted, and Cody said, oh. It was awesome. Wow. Yeah. Sharon Delaney says, my favorite author was Vince Flynn. Let's see. MT Homestead says, Drops Family Garden, that sounds really good. Emma says, not making it. My oldest did a pizza fundraiser, so it's frozen, but it's from our favorite local pizza place. Cool. Yes, that's awesome. MT says, Pathways, that sounds good too. Drops says, MT, kid didn't have any trouble coughing it done. Down. Oh, yeah. Token it down. Let's see. Emma says, Family Garden. Oh, Drops Family Garden coming to your place instead. Yum, right? We'll just go, we're going to go dinner hopping. Yeah. Lila Newton says, gotta run, guys, and I'll get in touch with you tomorrow. Okay, we'll see you, Lila
See you
Newton.
later,
Thank you
Lila
so much
Newton.
for being here.
Yes, thank you for coming in.
Brenda Baker says, I made Mexican chicken casserole with salad tonight. Ooh, that sounds good.
Salad sounds good.
We haven't had good salad in a minute. Annie Ann says, have a great evening, Lila. Empty Homestead said, kids are good for that, right? Drop says to Emma, been on a kick of making my own homemade pizza lately. Too lazy to drive 30 miles to the store, right?
I understand that.
Paul says, stay safe, Lila. Evelyn says, bye, Lila. Hope you have a great night. Empty Homestead says, that last message was for you. Not sure how I typed my own name. Nothing wrong with that. Morgan's Happy Place says, bye. Christine says, y'all are making me hungry every single Monday night. It's like, oh, we just talk about the food and it's just, oh my
Think
God.
about taking the phone in the other room and start cooking that.
I had little smokies in the crock pot with barbecue sauce and grape jelly. That sounds good too. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, so come on home says, Rachel, my friend, loves your shirt. Ah, thanks. Yeah, it's a canning shirt and it says, grab your balls, and it's got
Ball canning.
canning jars, and then it says it's canning season. So it's a little bit early, but hey, it's all right. Annie Ann says, haha, I started it. You always started, Annie Ann.
It just made beef tacos with bacon. Come on.
Oh, that sounds
Heck
good.
yeah.
Drops. Hello. Let's see. Fowler Family Farm says, are you drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper?
See.
Yes. He's trying to be good. He's diabetic and he's not been good lately. So, William Hughes says, William Hughes is in the house.
William Hughes in the house.
Root beer, Rusty, and mocha coffee, Rachel. Sure, William. We'll take two.
Yeah.
Annie Ann says, I knew you would be the bacon person tonight. Come on's always the bacon person. He's the bacon person. Let's see. Emma says, I'm gonna book my room for the reunion this weekend. Should I come down Friday? So resume for Friday and Saturday nights. Yes.
You can come up here on Friday and Sunday.
Yes, because y'all, we have channels coming here Friday, and then we have some channels coming here on Sunday. So we're about an hour from Pryor. But
It's 40, according to GPS, it's 47 minutes from here to the Hotel Pryor. So you're about 50, 55 minutes from here to the exciting church.
and again, I'm gonna say it. Bring your tents, and we can.
You can pitch a tent.
We don't have 8. What is that come on said? He had what?
He had 8 acres.
8 acres. We don't have 8 acres, but we have enough room for tents to go
You don't
around.
have an eighth of an acre.
No, but hey, it's okay. Let's see. Drop says, considering the nearest fast food is over 27 miles away, not much choice but to cook or eat frozen poop bought from the store, right? Yeah, and that's kind of a blessing sometimes. Hey,
Hush your mouth.
that's what I drink too. Oh, Fowler Family Farm says that's what they drink too. Is
That's not good.
yes, I meant that for you. Laugh out loud for come on. See, Annie Ann starts it, and then I get the blame. Oh yeah, Paul, because
Yeah,
you're
Paul.
so innocent, Paul.
He is.
He's,
Annie Ann always starts.
oh
it.
yeah,
Just-
yeah, yeah.
Paul just takes the blame for everybody.
Empty Homestead says we booked for Friday and Saturday, and see, we are staying in Pryor Saturday night because the big after party stuff goes on Saturday.
Right.
So, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be there at the hotels and stuff hanging out Friday and Sunday too, or Friday for sure. Yeah, Paul. We all believe that. Wink, wink. Pathway says chicken, salsa, onion, cilantro, barbecue sauce, and the ham that was in the beans were all from the homestead. Beans, cheese, sour cream, guac, and chips were store-bought. Awesome. Yes, that is awesome. Come on, so laugh out loud. Morgan's Happy Place says, rolling on the floor laughing. Robin, whatever is in the house. I just clicked on and heard, bring your tents.
Yes.
We have to enunciate because We have people in here that don't hear what I say.
All of Arkansas veterans, you guys probably don't live that far from me. Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, we're not. We're in northeast Oklahoma, but we're only. I mean, we're pretty close to Missouri and pretty close to Kansas. So,
We're 20 miles from Kansas and probably about 40 miles from Missouri.
Annie Ann says, I'll be staying in Pryor both Friday and Saturday nights. Awesome, Annie Ann. And you need to come hang out too, because we're going to have a lot of people over here too. You know, either Friday or Sunday. That'll be awesome.
Yes.
Brenda Baker says, haha, Morgan's happy place. Laugh out loud. Robert, whatever. Laugh out loud. Oh, yes. I'm in Oklahoma, but still 3.5 hours away. Oh, wow.
So are you south or west of us? Of Tulsa? Fowlers.
Fowlers. Paul says, laugh out loud. Rachel, been a long time since I've been innocent.
I believe that, Paul.
You were just saying he was innocent just now. See, this
I didn't say he was innocent.
Oh.
I just said Annie Ann starts it and blames Paul.
Fallen Arkansas veteran says, I'm 2.5 hours. Yes. So, oh yeah, glad to see you back, Annie Ann. That's what Robin said. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do some stuff here, and I'm sure other channels that are close to Pryor are gonna be doing stuff too. I haven't really heard, but yeah. And on Sunday, Emma and I are cooking. Like, yeah, we don't know what we're cooking yet.
Well, excuse me, I
But-
don't know what they're cooking yet, but I know it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Because she's Mexicali and I'm Tex-Mex, so we're gonna just be cooking up
So we're gonna have Texicali.
Texas. Where did the Mexican go into that?
Texicali.
Texicalian. Let's see. It'll be great to meet you guys in person at the meetup. Oh my gosh, we can't even wait. We cannot wait to meet everybody and see everybody. It's going to be awesome. William says, Frank, show me him. No, because he's being a pain in the butt. Drop says, someday my kid will learn to drive, cook, and take care of the chickens so I can get an RV and go on vacation. Someday. She doesn't want to drive. We understand. We totally understand. Fowler Family Farm says Paul's Valley.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we sprayed.
We sprayed apartment complexes down there.
And we also mowed down there once, didn't we? Wasn't that one of the ones? Yeah. Paul says, you missed the remark before that, Rachel. That's what they were laughing. Oh, no, Paul. What did you say before that? Never mind.
There's going to be a convoy coming to Pryor in a couple of days. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, convoy. Good recovery, Rusty. What was the song? Convoy by C.W. McCall.
C.W. McCall.
Now we're really showing our age. Emma says, drops. My kid doesn't drive either, but she can cook and bake like a boss. That's awesome, Emma. That is awesome.
Yeah, our daughter could cook and bake. She drove, but she got to work. She just didn't like to cook anymore.
Yeah. Next
So
year,
she's getting back into it.
I want to be in an RV park in Arizona during the winter. Ooh, that's nice.
Gonna be one of them snowbirds.
You're gonna be a snowbird. We talked about an RV for a short time, but I don't know.
It's just too much crap for an RV.
And that's because we downsized twice, and we still have a ton of stuff. Can I put Frank into my books? I don't care if you want to.
Go for it.
Yeah, what are you gonna call him? Frankfurter. He's a mess. He's a mess. Right now he's eating.
Well, he wanted you to think that he was out of food this morning.
I
Now
know.
look at him still
He
eating.
was begging for food this morning. He's like, oh, feed me, feed me.
Grumpy Grandpa Patriot shows in the house.
Grumpy.
His Way Homestead's in the house.
Yay, His Way Homestead. It's Crazy Homestead says, I'll be there Friday, and we'll have to leave late afternoon on Saturday from Pryor, Oklahoma, so I can go back to work. That's awesome, Ed.
That's awesome. Glad you're gonna be
Yes.
able to at least make it up there.
Yes, that's going to be great. Let's see. MT Homestead says my kid was to Emma. My kid was a driver for FedEx, so she can drive, and she is one who made the empanadas tonight. Ooh, best of both worlds. Drop says my kid's idea of cooking is ramen noodles. That's all of our kids. Hey, Grumpy Grandpa. Fowler Family Farm says, eating dinner now. Catch y'all on the next video. Have a good night. Thank
Good night,
you
Fowler.
so much for being
Yes,
here.
thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. We look forward to seeing you next Monday at 6.
William Hughes says, we're feeding him fans. We're feeding him fans? What kind of fans? Like ceiling fans? Or MT Homestead, nice. Fallen Arkansas veteran says, see you later, Fowler. Hydrox and Annie and Grandpa says, Gene Acklin is in the house. I'm in too. MT Homestead says, ramen noodles would be more than our son makes. More than your son makes, yes. His Way Homestead says, looking forward to tamales.
Absolutely, Doug.
Cannot wait.
We're still trying to figure out how to wrap them in bacon.
Oh, that'd be good.
Ooh.
Crazy that she won't drive. We just set up her living arrangements for college. She starts in the fall. Oh my goodness, Emma.
Whoa, that's a scary feeling, isn't it?
Usually at the college, when college campuses, you're pretty close to like places you can work and stuff. But oh my goodness, that's just it's gonna be so hard. Is this your first one leaving? I'm so sorry.
That's just bacon wrapped tamales.
Brenda Baker says, thumbs up, people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bacon wrapped tamales. Test out chicken Alfredo with bacon and dill weed on it. That doesn't sound too bad, William.
Of
Yeah.
all the crazy stuff you've come up with, that doesn't sound too bad.
MT Homestead says, love tamales. Yeah, we're gonna make some
We're gonna
tamales.
have tamales on Friday before the meetup.
For the meetup. Drops Family Garden says, ask my kid if she was going to take care of me when I become elderly. Her response, as long as you can cook, when you can't, dropping you off at the old folks' home. Gene Ackland says, ready for Monday laughing.
Yes.
Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show says, hope you had a great meetup the other day. Oh,
We
it's so
did.
awesome.
That was nice to see Hat Creek Homestead.
Yes.
We sat there and we got to visit for a little bit, and I got to pick on their kids.
Two of the kids.
Yes.
It was so fun. It was a blast. We can't wait for the big meetup. We're all pumped and ready for it. I'll be bringing a bunch of Commander Bacon His Way Homestead hats. Yes!
Brotherhood of
that's
Hats.
awesome, Doug.
And we are working, you guys. As everybody knows, Emma did at Sonny's Place did a logo for us, and so did Brian Wisenhunt, Christine's husband. He made us a logo, and right now we are in the process of having Rachel's sister is starting out making some of the shirts for us.
Yes.
She does vinyl, so right now she's working on the barn logo, Robertson's Belly Acres, and then she's going to go ahead and get a sublimation printer. That way she can start doing the logos that Emma made for us. And we're going to be getting our merch out there hopefully in the next month. But we got the ball rolling, you guys. We're sorry about that. We are so excited to have the two logos, and that way people can choose which one they want.
Yes.
What
Well, we
color?
talked about doing some too, like with the one that Emma made us on the front and then the big barn on the back. We talked
Yes.
about that too. So we've got a lot of
We
great
got
ideas.
a lot of great ideas coming. We just, as everybody knows, it has merch out there. It just takes a while to figure out how you're going to do it, when.
Yes. And then my sister's just getting started. She's getting all of her equipment and stuff. So that's a big thing too.
Yes.
But if we do go down to see my sister, she lives down close to Corpus. If we do go see her, we're hoping that we get to see Ma and Pa Crocker as well.
Yes, we'd like to
So,
go see some Crocker Simply Southern.
Yes. So we've already
Because
talked
they're
to.
not very far from where Sandy
No, they're
lives,
really
so.
close to my sister. So yeah, Melanie and George, we're talking about going. We talked to them just a little bit on a live one night, so we just need to get in
Yes.
touch with them. Emma says, yeah, my first one leaving the nest. I'm so sorry, Emma. That's so hard. It is. It's so hard. I remember.
Yes.
By the last one, you're like, get up. No. Drop says, when he's actually made something like that, it's pretty good. Emma says, I don't think it's too difficult to wrap tamales with bacon. Sounds pretty amazing, actually. I'm thinking the same thing. We'll just take all of the wraps off of them and just wrap them in bacon, and yeah, that sounds good.
Wrap them in bacon and then bacon.
And then bake them. Yes. Yes, that's a good idea.
Candy bacon.
Candied bacon. Ooh, candied tamales. Sublimation is really cool, you guys. I'm so sorry if I missed somebody. Ready to buy some of your merch. I'm so excited. Yay, that's awesome merch. What town do y'all live in? Do we live in? What town do we live in?
We are up close to Bonita.
Yes. Brenda Baker says, Lori Carp says, can't wait to see what all merch you come up with. We're so excited. That's why we need to get down there to go see my sister for this business trip, really is what it is. So,
Well, it says I had to go into the office to work for the first time in over a year. I'm tired.
oh my goodness.
Oh, I can't
Doug.
imagine. Doug.
Yes. Well,
get some rest, man.
thank you so much.
Glad
for
you are
coming in.
back home.
Yes.
And we still have your family in our prayers.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. We can't wait to see you next
Yes.
month.
Next month. We're counting down the days.
William says, I can give you watch hours, not merch payment. That's not allowed with the government here. That is okay, William. I tell you what, watch hours
Watch
does
hours
a lot.
is amazing.
Yes. Have a great evening his way. Drops says, she can haul in water and chicken feed. So good for something. Yeah. His way says, thanks, Annie Ann. Chocolate covered tamales. I don't know, William.
I'm not too sure about that, William.
That's getting a little crazy. Well, you know, they put chocolate in mole, but I don't think it's the same kind of. His way Homestead says, pray, especially for mom. It's hard on her to not have her husband of 64 years with her anymore. Absolutely, Doug.
I can't imagine.
Can't imagine, and we are praying for her and
Yes.
for you guys as well. It's been a tough road. Emma says, William, that wouldn't be too bad with sweet tamales. Right, so they do have sweet tamales. I've never made any. Emma, have you ever made any of the sweet tamales, like with the coconut and raisins and
The lime and the
the
coconut.
lime and the, hey, I bought that. I bought some lime cucumber vodka, like a little shot to try it. But I'm like really interested to see what that's gonna be like because see, I love the cucumber lime
Gatorade.
Gatorades. They're like my favorite. That's the only kind of Gatorade I like. No, and strawberry. Fallen Arkansas veteran says, do you all pull the bottom leaves off your tomato plants before planting? So a good idea is to yank those bottom ones off and bury it even a little bit further than
A little bit deeper than that bottom.
that bottom leaf. And so what that does is it establishes a better root system, and the stalk or the stem will strengthen as well. So yeah, taking that bottom one off and then kind of planting it down a little bit further does help that, and it helps with blight or anything like that by pruning them. We never prune our tomatoes.
We don't prune our tomatoes, but
And there's a lot of people that do, and that's cool, but we don't really, well, we don't know here, but we've never really had problems with blight or anything like that. So, but we have tried the, where you take them off the elbow and you, what is it called? I can't think what it's called. And reroot it. We have tried that. I don't know why that's gone.
What is that called?
Uh,
Because you pull the sucker off of it.
yeah. What is that called, you guys? But yeah, we have,
Grafting.
no, it's not grafting. It's, I can't think of it. But anyway, we have done that. Good evening. His Way Homestead, sending prayers for you and your mother. Drop says, yeah, sweet tamales. I want it drowning with hot sauce. M&Ms and steak tacos with ranch dressing is good. That does, well, I don't know about the
Got
M&Ms.
the M&Ms, William. That's what I'm telling you, man. You're getting a little bit too crazy for my taste buds.
Lila Newman says, I will email you. I want to talk to you about a logo, you guys. Yes.
Yes.
Emma is amazing. That logo that looks just like Rusty and I, yeah, that's all Emma. I've made sweet tamales using pine juice instead of broth to make the masa. I've only had them with pineapple chunks and grapes, pineapple juice. Yeah, so, and I don't really like them, but I bet they're good with the pineapple juice.
Annie Ann says, oh, yuck, William.
MT says, that sounds yummy. Fallen Arkansas veteran says, cool, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Drop says, make sure you keep the bottom leaves off so it doesn't get disease and makes it harder for pests to get to. There you go, Drops. Ed says, if I can get at least 10 shirts made, I'll be giving them out at the meetup, but we'll see what the finances are. Absolutely. That's awesome, Ed. That's going to be great.
And just so everybody knows, Jason came out with a video this week. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be giving away or selling merch or any of your products at the meetup, you have to buy a booth.
So
they don't want any, just trying to keep it fair, you know, because there are some people that are just going to be setting up to give away t-shirts, but they have to buy a table also. So if you're going to buy, sell, or give away, you have to have a table.
Propagating. Thank you, Pathways. Propagating.
I knew Gary and Cindy had come through.
Emma says, I single stem my tomatoes, also plant them deep and clip off the stems and only leave top quarter of the leaves grow strong plants. Yes. And especially if you're in a windy climate, you want those strong stems because otherwise they're just going to, break off. Of course, we stake ours too, but pruning.
I was waiting to see if she read it.
No, tomatoes fall. We're pruning our tomatoes. Propagating and cutting. Yes. Thank you so much, Cindy and Gary. I was just like, what is that called? Yes. Emma says, my sister has made them with cajeta. She said they're amazing.
What is cajeta?
I'm not real sure. Emma, what is cajeta? I don't know what that is. Bernadette Mama says, William used really M&Ms. William says, Rusty man, I'll see you next week. And please try some coleslaw. Later, mates. Bye, William.
See you later, William.
Job says, cherry tomatoes, another story. You don't trim off the sucker vines on the cherry tomatoes. That's good to know.
That's good to know.
We tried black cherry tomatoes last year that
Melville's.
Lynn from Melville's Homestead gave me some. Whoo! And they were just awesome. And prolific and just awesome. So a Drops family, I got the big boys. Whoop, whoop, big boy tomatoes.
Yes.
MT Homestead says, I asked Jason and he said you can donate merch for them to give away for the raffle. You just have to find him or Jared or Matt. Yes. Absolutely. If you're donating, you just have to find them. Stay safe, William, Paul said. Drop says, have you heard some people are actually selling toilet paper out of the trunks of their cars at Walmart? What? That's crazy. I'm surprised they're letting them get away with it. Oh, cajeta is caramelized goat's milk. Oh, I bet that is really good in tamales.
Cindy, have you ever made caramelized goat's milk?
Ooh, Cindy. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, no, she got rid of her goats.
Oh, that's right.
Cindy and Gary sold their goats, and they're talking about going to sheep. So that's really cool. That's cool. See, Emma, we're going to have to get together. I mean, we are getting together, and we're going to have to talk about all of this stuff. Ed's Crazy Homestead says, okay, so I may not be giving shirts away then, right? So, yeah, maybe like before or after or something, So, yeah, so we were just trying to make sure, and they said, yeah. No, the only reason they're doing that is so then that way you're giving back to the meetup.
And it's not like that Jason and the Sawyers and Matt are taking this money for themselves. They're taking that money, and the way I understand it, they've already started a fund, and they're building for next year or 6 months from now, or whenever they decide to do this again, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So,
Pathways, can you use pig milk? Sure, do it. We'll see what happens.
y'all try that out. Let me know how it tastes.
John says, I want some pigs, but cost of a pin is expensive right now. Okay, so what you can do, ask Pathways, you can train them to be in the electric fence. But you do have to train
You do have
them.
to train them first, because if you don't, you're like my goofy butt out there chasing pigs around because they go.
And then we called Pathways and we were like, what did we do wrong? This is, did you train them? Nope.
So I had to train.
So if you have some pallets or something, just make the little enclosure,
Put a hot wire around the inside of it on the bottom. That only needs to be, I put 2 wires on ours just because I didn't want to have to build fence twice. But I went about, what was it, 6 or 8 inches off the ground and then up about a foot. They learned that hot wires there, they already respect the pallet fence. They see that hot wire there, they start recognizing, okay, I can't get all the way to the pallet because this is going to bite me. Then eventually you can take the pallets out, or you can extend your pin with just the wire, and they recognize that wire and they respect it and they stay within the wire.
Yeah, there were times that our wires, that our charger was dead and they were still respecting it. So they learn pretty fast. Let's see. Emma says, my coworker / neighbor texted me about extra starts. He gave me 20 plus tomato plants and other various plants. So excited. Emma,
awesome.
That is so awesome. So Cindy at Pathways Homestead, she said that she's going to bring me some starts, and I'm so excited because we haven't even started yet.
We got the tiller out yesterday, guys. I had to take the carburetor off. I'm going to go buy a new carburetor for tomorrow so we can get our garden tilled up. But that's one of those things that we've got to get done.
Yes, MT Homestead says I need to get my starts put out in the tubs that I'm planting. It's so exciting this time of year, you guys. It's so exciting. Drop says, or make a door that says Bacon Express on it.
There you go.
Yes, definitely. I got Amish paste, carbon, and pineapple tomatoes.
Ooh.
Cool, that is so awesome. Have you guys ever seen, I might have said this on a live before, but have you ever seen how they make tomato paste in Italy? I'm just obsessed with this. Go on YouTube, check it out. It is the craziest thing. It's so cool in Italy, the way they make the tomato paste. It is so neat.
Yes.
I want to do it, but then we'll be like eating insects, but I don't care. I want to try it. But that is cool. That is a lot of different tomatoes. I love that there's so many different varieties of tomatoes.
My favorite tomato that we planted a couple years ago, I saw a hybrid that was called Homely Homer tomato. And it honestly, growing, it looks more like a pumpkin. I mean, they're big and they're red, but they're not a good canning tomato. They're good slicers, but
They're not
I was
good.
getting tomatoes that big out of
The reason they're not good canning is because they're stringy. They're really stringy when you cook them down. So it's kind of, I don't know, but they were good. Drop says, can't put stuff out till June. One day of frost usually hits in late May. Dang it. I'm so sorry.
But when does your growing season end?
It's
I know
probably a really short.
I know it's got to be a really short season, but.
Emma says, that's pretty cool how they make tomato paste. Yes, it's pretty awesome. I want to go to Italy. I think we need to go to Italy.
You go to Italy?
Yeah.
You're willing to fly?
No.
How about ride on a boat?
Sure. I don't know. See, I'm scared of
I'd
everything.
rather fly than be on a boat.
I've never flown. I have never flown anywhere. And I used to say I've never been on a boat, but now I have. But I'm terrified of water too. So I guess I'm stuck here. I'll just watch Italy on YouTube. Drop says zone 6B growing usually ends in mid-October. Okay, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. We're technically in 6. Is it 6B?
I don't know.
No, 6A. I don't know.
7A.
No, we were in 7.
Okay, so then we'd be in 6B.
Yeah, but barely like our frost.
Probably throw a rock and land it into 7A.
Yeah, because our last frost date here is April 10th or something. So I think that's the same as 7B or whatever it is, 7A. I don't remember. Let's see. You need to fly. It's great. I hate the deep ocean. You will have to knock me out just to fly over it, right? I'm terrified of water. Oh my goodness. Drop says anything past 120 days is pushing it. Emma says I'm in 6A and also October. MT says I love to fly, but I'm glad I don't have to fly to Korea anymore. That flight is insane. Ooh, I bet. I bet. Rachel, you will love flying. We should fly to Alaska. Cindy, we're going to fly to Alaska. Rusty's like, no, she can't fly. She has to fly with me.
We can all go to Alaska.
Nope, to Alaska.
They don't know the rush is on. Yep.
Yeah, I've never flown. I'm terrified. I'm scared. What if?
What if you walk out the front door trip and break your neck?
Well, I mean, that's perfectly logical. I mean, like, it's plausible. It's plausible because ask Cindy, I fall all the time. Rachel and I fell off the backwards again.
Oh no.
Emma says, I hate flying too. See, it's a Mexican thing. Leave us alone. Annie Ann says, I've only flown a handful of times, and the last 2 times we hit bad weather and scared the crap out of me. Right.
Emma says, Rachel, we'll just rent an RV and drive to Alaska. Then we gotta go through Canada.
It's okay, let's go. Robin whatever says, I don't fly either, Rachel. That's cool. See, there's plenty of people that I'm not weird. I mean, not for that.
Baker says, my sister had never flown till this year, but she loved it
Oh, that's cool. What if you get poisoned drinking soda?
after. We're not going to England.
Oh, don't say that. Say that. I won't drink. No, I won't drink bottle pop. I'm freaking out. John says, my wife was afraid of flying too. She would dig her nails into my arm on takeoffs and landings. Ooh, yeah. See, I'd probably be the same way. I probably would. Christine says, "Oh, Paul, I do feel bad for you. That's so sad.
Oh,
It's
it's
scary.
scary.
It's scary. We only laugh because we love you. We only laugh because we care.
We pick on you and laugh at you because we care and we're all family here.
Emma says, hate to run so early, but I got stuff to plant. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah!
Rub it in, Emma. Just rub it in.
Stuff. That's so awesome. I'm so excited for you. Thanks for being here.
You're gonna have to get out here so we can go pack our freezer.
Yeah, we gotta go pack our freezer. Let's see. Fallen Arkansas veteran says, dang, you can't drink the water and now you can't drink the soda, right? Good night, Emma. Loved flying in small aircraft. Sharon Delaney says, wow, I would think that would be more scary.
I don't mind the small aircraft. The only problem with the small aircraft is you feel a lot more of the turbulence, if there is.
I don't know. I'm gonna break out in hives just thinking about it.
No.
Paul, I put some Irish into my soda I'm drinking, so plausible. Good night, Emma. Paul says, hey, I'm fine, guys, so don't worry about what happened. It's scary. Renee Keith says, good evening. I came in late but wanted to say hi. Welcome.
You're never late.
Never late, never late. Robin says, when I got married, my shower was in New York. My husband flew there, and I took the Amtrak from Florida for real.
That's the other thing I want to do. I want to ride on the train.
I've never ridden on a train either.
I want to ride on the train. I rode on the bus. Don't want to do that again. I mean,
he was on a ship for a while, and then he says, let's go on a cruise. I'm like, I'm terrified of water. He said, so, and I said, didn't you get enough of a ship in the Navy?
that's a totally different experience.
Robin says, oh yeah, we read that one. But oh yeah, I don't know. Paul says, I used to, but I've been sober over 14 years now, mate. That is so awesome.
That is awesome, Paul.
Annie Ann says, I flew in one of the little puddle jumpers from Springfield to St. Louis. It was terrible. I'd be so
The
scared.
smallest plane I've been in, I was on Harvest Crew one year, and our boss had a little four-seater. One of the guys I was working with, his family was good friends with our boss, and had his pilot's license and was practicing to become a spray plane.
Oh, that's what I want to go with. The guy that's practicing.
Well, he had his license, but he was practicing to spray. And we're up there, and we're doing good. And next thing I know, this crazy sucker nosedives, and we go under the power lines by the highway. I take me back. I'm done.
John says, my dad worked for the FAA and he was the only pilot in management, so he had to fly to DC when they had to testify before Congress. Wow. Brenda says, fly to Alaska and then take a train for sightseeing. There you go.
There we go.
I get it, Paul. Renee says, would love to take an Amtrak trip. That would be so cool. See, I'm okay with trains. Fallen Arkansas says, yeah, the small two-prop planes are really noisy. Jason
Neighbors in the house.
Good evening, good evening. Annie Ann says, me too, Renee. Sharon says, never flew in a puddle jumper, but my brother had a four-seater. Loved it. That's so crazy. That's really cool, though.
Yeah.
That is neat. I mean, can you imagine, like, oh, we're going to go here, and you just jump in a plane and go?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to take 5 hours to drive, and it only takes like 2 or something?
It takes like 3 or 3.5, depending on where you're going and where the wind is.
That's neat. But I don't want to. Jaws is in the house. Welcome, Shannon. My dad flew helicopter, single and twin props. That's cool. Awesome. Jaws says, hey, y'all and everyone. Annie Ann, glad to see you back. Hope you had a wonderful vacation. Robin says, girls trip on the Amtrak. I'm in. Whoop, whoop, let's do it. Lori Park says, my dad had a small four-seater when I was young. Loved it when I was young. That's cool. Hi, Shannon. Bernadette and Mama. Oh, by the way, hi, everyone. She's been lurking.
Lurking in the back.
Hey, girl. To Shannon. Evelyn says, hi, Shannon. Annie Ann says, I had a wonderful time. Yes, that is awesome.
Right here goes under the power lines and skims low across the high. Yes.
Wow, that's just crazy. That's crazy scary to me. Hi, Shannon. I don't mind flying. It's the crashing that I have a hard time with. Right? That's what I'm scared of, Jason. That's what I'm scared of. Hey there, Paul.
I tell you, you have the best chance of survival in the back of the plane. So here's my question. First class is in the front, but your best chance of survival is in the back. That's coach. That's the cheap seats.
They're just telling the people that so they don't feel bad because they can't afford it.
No, really. The FAA says that's the safest place. So let's flip-flop. It's also the roughest place to sit.
Where did that Mama put the little lurking? I don't know why that is. I wonder why that is. That's a good point though. Drop says one time in band camp. He didn't say band camp. When I was in a helicopter with my dad, I told him it doesn't look that far off the ground. He dropped the chopper 100 feet in a matter of seconds, and I almost pooped my pants.
Crap out of it. Yes. When I was out of Camp Pendleton, I actually got to fly up in a chopper. We went up in a Huey. I worked on the Hueys and Cobras, and they took me up in a Huey. And I'm sitting up there, I'm 18, 19 years old, cool dude, sitting there with the gunner, got my feet hanging out. We fly up on the mountain, we landed, troops jumped off, we raise up, go off the edge of this cliff, and that daggone pilot tips it over so that my side's kind of down and drops and turns, and that's how they gain their airspeed. And you talk about something that'll scare you.
He said, and he was laughing.
Yes, they think it's funny.
Annie Ann says, one of the things we did was a surprise birthday party for my mom. She turns 80 next month.
Wow,
well, happy birthday
awesome.
to your mom. That's awesome. Sorry, gotta go. See you next time. Okay, Fallen Arkansas.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes. Joel says, that's so awesome, Annie Ann. Yes, that is so cool. See if you had a channel, Annie Ann.
Yeah,
You'd have
yeah.
posted the surprise
Could
birthday
have had a
party.
surprise birthday party. We could all been there.
Okay, Christine says, gonna go make dinner. Good night, y'all. All right,
Good night, Christine.
Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Lori says, I have rode in small planes and large planes. Also rode Amtrak, but have never flown in a helicopter, but think it would be fun.
It is. That's really cool.
I don't know. I've never left the ground. MT says, happy birthday to your mom. Well, we went and got our big freezer today. It's a huge freezer. And
It's not real big. It's about 3 or 4 bodies worth.
so we brought all of that stuff back, and they're just in coolers because we got up here right before the live.
Yes.
So we're going to have to get off here and go pack our freezer.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we got a hog and a half and about a dozen or so chickens to put back in there.
yes. So, but it was awesome hanging out with you guys. We can't wait for the meetup.
Yes.
For those of you that are going to be at the meetup, and we're going to be trying to go live during and
After
and before, and you know, for everybody that can't be there. But you know, I don't know, you know,
yeah.
how much we'll be able to do.
But
But
that's May 22nd, you guys.
yes.
Put it on your calendar because it's getting here very, very quickly.
Annie Ann said, oh, Pathway says, Annie Ann, your mama is only 2 years older than my Cindy's parents. That's so cool. I prefer a helo over a plane. Hello, y'all, Pathways. Have a great evening, everyone. Hey, Shannon. You guys, thank you so much for being here. You
Yes,
guys are
thank you,
all
thank you, thank you.
awesome. And
Now we can have a good week.
yes. If we don't see you guys, we don't have a good week. So now we know we're gonna have a good week. I accidentally bought some baby chicks at the feed store last week.
Who said that?
Drops. I want to accidentally buy some too. I just haven't gotten around to it. Great live. See you later. Have a great night. May gonna be on Shoot Down
Remember
TV.
to bring the tents and leave the roosters at home.
Sorry it's late, but it was good to see y'all. Anyway, so you guys, until next time, God bless. Thank y'all for being
See you guys.
here. Oh, maybe.